Mark your calendars, familia. The Latin Hispanic American Community Center, affectionately called LHAC here, will be kicking off Hispanic Heritage Month right here in Harrisburg on September 13th at 1301 Derry Street, Harrisburg, PA. Expect delicious food, music, dance, and a whole lot of cultural pride. If you've never been, this is the perfect way to celebrate the community, to eat the food, and to maybe do a little salsa, a little merengue, a little bachata with us. Next on the news, Dauphin County Welcoming City Resolution. On September 10th at 10 a.m. in Dauphin County, commissioners will be voting on a resolution to designate Dauphin County as a welcoming city. This would be a big step in making sure immigrants and diverse communities feel included and supported in our area. Stay tuned and stay engaged. Your presence and your voice matters. And now, moving on to another technical support item, the beloved phone. This is sadder news, and we're going a little global here. Last Colombian soldiers released from rural village. This week, 45 Colombian soldiers were released unharmed after being blocked in a village by 600 civilians. The village said they were pressured by rebel groups to not let them go. This was in the coca-producing region, El Tambo. President Gustavo Petro posts on X. The people who live in areas with illicit crops and illegal gold mining must stop taking orders from the mafia. News in Los Angeles. Federal agents can now detain us because we speak Spanish. Dios mío. That's the minimum I'm going to say. I'm not going to curse about it, but you know how I feel. The U.S. Supreme Court has lifted restrictions on immigration stops in Los Angeles, allowing federal agents to detain individuals based on race, language, and job, alongside other factors. Critics, including Justice Sotomayor, warn this effectively legalizes racial profiling and threatens civilian rights, especially for Latino communities. The case is still ongoing, but for now, immigration patrols can resume under these controversial guidelines. This is horrendous. It's terrible. So be safe out there, my people, and just really keep on to find out what you need to do, how to protect yourselves. Now, moving into global news. Bad Bunny's residency adding $200 million to Puerto Rico's economy. Bad Bunny, okay, café con ron. Okay, so Bad Bunny's 30-show residency. I mean, 30. Can I just get one, God? Can I just get somebody to sponsor me? If you're watching this, sponsor me, please. Yo tengo que ir. I need to go. Because I've been seeing all the famous people, not so famous people partying down, and I'm a bit jelly in here, okay? So the 30-show residency in San Juan drew over 600 visitors from around the world, generating nearly $200 million in direct economic impact for Puerto Rico. The influx of fans boosted hotel stays, restaurants, transportation, and local and artisan vendors during a slow tourism season. For an island struggling with fiscal crisis and natural disasters, this residency provided a vital financial and cultural uplift. Now, before I move on to the next piece of news, now this is how we do it. Bad Bunny is creating a wave of standing up for his people, his cultura, his political beliefs. And he's like, no, because how do we do it? We do it with where do we put our money? So if you're listening to this, be wise, prioritize where you buy, where you go, and how you do it, because that's the only way we could cut down the power. I said it. All right. Okay. Carol G. Let's talk about our girl, Carol G. She's invited to Brazil. Another place. If you're watching, you got to also host me for this, okay? I'll go around the world. I'll be reporting for a Black NewsBeat. Carol G is invited to Brazil for NFL halftime. Andale. So the Grammy-winning Colombian Carol G lit up São Paulo's Corinthians Arena with a vibrant Tropiqueta-themed halftime during the NFL season opener between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers, streamed globally via YouTube. In a spirited 5-minute set, she's kicked off singing in Portuguese before moving through salsa, reggaeton, funk, carioca, English and Spanish medleys, including hits like Bandida Entrenada, Si Antes Te Hubiera Conocido, y Papacito. We know what that means, right, Daddy, Daddy? Okay. All amid tropical choreography, dazzling costumes, and carnival-inspired stage. Listen. Send me to Brazil. Send us all to Brazil. All this team got to go to Brazil. All right. And so now that we've flowed through the news, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the very hot, caliente, Carol G and Bad Bunny, I'm going to invite the guests we've been waiting for. So please welcome. Oh, we're going into intermission now. It's my first time. Forgive me. And when we come back from intermission, we're going to talk to Código Mujer podcast.
Leslie Avila just published her book, Journey to Freedom, and states, if you love women, read this book. And if you hate women, read this book as well. Have you ever seen such eyes? These eyes so wise, these eyes that mesmerize. You're invited to grab a cup of delicious, delightful hot tea while you read this book in order to enjoy to its maximum capacity. Welcome to my delightful world. I invite you to leave your world behind and step into mine for just a period of time. This book was written for you. You can purchase it now at delightisfull.com.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es Néstor Romero. Nuestro objetivo es el servicio a la comunidad que desea tener su casa propia. Contar con un hogar es muy importante para nosotros, por ello estoy preparándome cada día más para servirles con todo profesionalismo y responsabilidad para que ustedes y mis clientes se sientan satisfechos con mi trabajo. Junto con mi equipo estamos listos para prestarles todos nuestros servicios. Nuestro equipo puede orientarles y llenar sus expectativas de todas las personas interesadas en comprar y vender una casa. Cuentan con mis conexiones, inspectores, prestamistas, constructores y carpinteros quienes están dispuestos a hacer realidad sus sueños, si se puede.
All right, I know you missed me. We are back. And now it's not just one hot Latina. We got three up here. It is Código Mujer podcast. We have Ana Cordova. Hola, Ana. Bienvenido. We have Marian Bonilla. Bienvenido. And we're going to talk all things Mujeres Latinas, comunidad, community. And we're going to get down and find out how they created this, why they created it. So let's get to it. So, Ana, tell me, how did this idea, first tell me what Código Mujer is.
All right, thank you so much, everybody, for being here, and thank you, Black and NewsBeat, for inviting us. Thank you, Vanessa. So Código Mujer basically is private network women group that was created 12 years ago. So we created during COVID.
Wow.
Basically. And it was a really amazing time for us to join women around different cultures, not just Latinas.
Right.
We have women from different cultures, and we get together, we go to events, we share in the community, and we trying to, provide resources to the community, to new immigrants here in the United States, and basically here in Harris, Pennsylvania. I usually work with an organization before for immigration, and this is how we create, because we saw the need this community has in the Harrisburg area.
Right. You saw a need and you created what you think was missing or you felt was missing. So, Marian, te quería preguntar a ti, ¿no? Hoy estamos bilingüe. We're bilingual today, okay? So, Marian, for you, para ti, ¿qué te atrajo a este grupo de hermanas que decidieron crear el Código Mujer Podcast?
Gracias, Vanessa. Mira, sabes que hablándote del corazón, yo creo que las experiencias de cada una de nosotros hicimos como para que nosotros podamos empoderar viendo la belleza de cada una de las mujeres que somos.
Speaking from my heart, I have to say that each and every one has shared our stories, and we were able to support each other to really accept and embrace the beauty that each of us have within us.
Como la experiencia de cada una de empoderarnos, de ser cada una un centro donde podamos soltar nuestra voz, soltar nuestro grito tal vez, y más que nada acompañarnos en el corazón, estar juntas para poder salir y poder sacar adelante entre nosotros.
And more than anything, it's about rooting ourselves in our heart. And sometimes you have to scream with a sister. Sometimes you have to whisper stories and secrets to a sister. But more important than anything, this is a sisterhood that holds each other so each of us can shine authentically from our hearts. So, gracias, Marian. Y Ana, tell me, how many episodes have you done with Código Mujer podcast? About, if you don't have exact. Yes.
Well, we have a lot of episodes. We beginning like 2 years ago.
Right.
And so far, I could tell you maybe we have more than 20 episodes, and we're going for more. We have a new episode coming this Saturday.
Yeah.
So don't miss it up. So we are Código Mujer Central PA First Latina Podcast, and they can find us anywhere in the platforms like Facebook, TikTok, on Instagram.
And for you, what would you want? And Mariana, let te preguntar algo a ti. What do you want people who are watching today, especially during Hispanic Heritage Month, to know about the podcast and the organization? Para ti.
Okay. So we basically, like Marianne said, we believe in women's sorority.
Yes.
We believe that in women's power. We believe in women's creation. So that's why we create Código Mujer for women's. So we trying to support and ensanche the voices from our women's in the community, not just Hispanic. We can invite anyone in the community to share their story, to speak out their true story. And so this is what we're doing. And we are looking now for the special month for the Latinos to give this message that we need to get together, we need to collaborate, we need to support each other, because we believe in creation, we believe in support.
Yes, gracias, Ana. Gracias. Y Marian, para ti, hablamos de lo más importante, pero para ti, primero, ¿cuántas mujeres son del grupo que fundaron? ¿Cuántas mujeres son que fundaron?
Bueno, somos 6 hermosas mujeres.
Oh my God! So I said, how many women founded this organization? She said, 6 beautiful women. I love it. I love it. She's like, and we're very sexy and mature. I love it. I love it. And she says, we don't care what people say, and we just say it, okay? So me encanta, me encanta. Y si pudieras compartir algo en tu corazón, ya compartiste tanto, que quieres que la gente que está escuchando entienda, ¿qué quieres compartir?
Bueno, compartir en especial es hablar, desahogarte como mujer.
Sí.
Hablar como mujeres entre códigos, hablar, expresarnos, botar todo lo que podamos desde el corazón para sentirnos libres, para sentirnos empoderadas y sentirnos que valemos la pena. No solamente mujeres, también hombres.
Sí.
Todos.
Me encanta. So I asked Marian, what is in her heart regarding like the mission, the purpose of this group, and she said, and what she believes. Marian believes that we need to speak, that we don't speak enough, right? As a culture, but also all cultures and all peoples, we don't speak enough. We need to unburden ourselves, to share what we feel, to connect, and to allow ourselves to really be seen and heard and held. Así que gracias. Thank you so much. Gracias, Marian. Yes.
Thank you.
Gracias, beautiful women. Next time we got to get you all in here. So now, surprise, surprise, because I said there were 3 guests. The third Latina being interviewed is me. And here's Ana Cordova interviewing me. Así que gracias, Ana.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure to be here tonight interviewing to you. And so my first question for you is, Vanessa, being like in almost 13 years already in online business, what inspired you to create your online business?
I love that question because it's a lot like what you said earlier. When you look around and you notice that something's missing, some people say, well, you can't be what you can't see. And that inspires us to also be that person so people could see it. But somebody has to be first, right?
Yes.
Somebody has to be that first person that's seen. So I come from a line of immigrants and a line of entrepreneurs who basically kind of had to create their businesses to survive. So I grew up spiritual, I grew up creative, I grew up emprendedora, right? Like creando, making things. And I just, at some point, like it was already many years ago, 20 years ago, I just started connecting to the indigenous practices. I grew up with them. I got certified in coaching and hypnosis and all these things. And I kept doing it for free and guiding women's circles. And in 2012, when I lost my job, a third time for the fourth time, like 4 years, third time, 4 years in New York, my rent was already $2,000, $2,000 alone in Queens. It wasn't even Manhattan, okay? It was Queens, honey. You still have to take the trains. That I was like, okay, girl, like, what's going to happen? And all my friends said to me, you have to go full time. And so I went full time. I went online. I created a $9,000 program, which is crazy to say, with 9 months, 3 retreats, and 20 teachers.
Wow.
9 people bought it. And then I never went back. And so I think it's noticing that something's missing, feeling that your life has prepared you to step up into it, and 3, knowing that it's your purpose. So propósito, deseo. So that's really what it, you know, and I'm not saying it's not scary, because I think that having your own business, it actually gives you a license to overwork. Like other people are like, I'm done at 5. And you're like, I have to do the podcast at 10 and then edit it and then write the article. But you love it, so you don't care.
So this is my next question, because I know you're a healer,
Yeah.
you're a teacher, and you're a podcaster. How you can balance your life with all these type of jobs that you're doing, you know?
Thank you for asking that. Yeah, the multitasking. So I just have to say that I saw my parents do it. So I grew up in it. My mom, you know, we didn't have extended family.
Yeah.
So my mom was like taking care of 4 kids. My brother had a heart condition. She had to take us here. We had to take us there. She was cooking with an arm. And then I learned to cook with one arm and do something with the baby. You hold on the baby. So I kind of grew up that was a way of life, for good or bad. And then I would say I'm really organized. Like I write everything out.
Yeah.
And then I'm somebody that's comfortable flowing usually from one thing to the next.
Okay.
If you're not, that makes entrepreneurship hard. And, you know, we're all different. And so, and also because I have a Gemini placements. Okay. So I would say that me organizo, I organize myself. I also find it as just a way of life. Like, listen, I was 10 years old doing my homework. Nobody could help me traducir, translate. And then I had a diaper I had to change and a bottle, and then I had to stay up late to do the homework. So I learned to be like, okay, we could flowing through it. So I think it's an extension. And then keeping organized, because if you don't, everything falls on you.
Definitely.
Oh, and una cosa más. And one more thing. I think you also have to be kind to yourself. I think that, you know, the best laid plans get wrecked. Todas las cosas que uno planifica a veces se van al tacho. And so we have to kind of be kind to ourselves, to be like, well, I wanted to do it. I had the intention. Let me get some rest. And maybe the podcast episode might be late.
Exactly.
Because we're not machines. And we have to be kind to ourselves. We have to break those ancestral patterns that tell us we have to be overproductive all the time. So,
and I want to pass a little bit about your new one-woman show. I was able to watch your show. It was amazing. You put me tears in my eyes. And I want to ask you, what inspired you? What was the spark inside these beliefs about these strong words?
yes.
Historically, about a woman like perra, puta, loca, and bruja.
Yeah.
So tell me, tell me the spark.
Thank you
That
so much.
inspired you to believe in these, you know.
So, gracias por esa pregunta. Thank you for that question. I saw my mom struggle. I saw my grandmother struggle. I'm going to probably cry. My grandmother was an orphan, and she was badly treated, and she was indigenous and mixed, also African roots, and she was put down. I saw my other grandmother, mi abuela, have an opportunity to go be an actress in the 40s, and she was scouted by a talent agent, and I mean, somebody from the theater.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, you're going to be a puta, you're going to be a whore if you go into the theater. I saw my mom have to leave med school to support her family. Wow. I mean, I heard about it because I wasn't born. And then I saw her be a journalist who came to this country, and when Univision reached out to her, my dad and my grandparents said, no, you're a mother now. You can't go 1 week. So I just felt them as injustices from when I was very young.
Yeah.
I felt that women always have to sacrifice no matter what culture, no matter what race we are.
Exactly.
And I've had horrible things happen to me too. And so I didn't know what I was going to call it. First, I was going to call it between an egg limpia and a prayer, because my family practiced like indigenous and curanderismo, where you do the egg and you cleanse and you also go and pray to Jesus. You got the two.
Yeah.
But then I was like, no, wait a minute. I'm scared. But whore, bitch, whore, crazy witch, perra, puta, loca, bruja. These are words that shock you, stay in your system. And so I wanted to reclaim them. I wanted to talk about them and show harmed people and how they were able to break through, and how I'm not going to, especially at this age, like Marian said, que ya no tenemos pelo en la lengua. We just don't want to have, it's a saying called pelos en la lengua, hair on our tongue, which means that we're not going to have a filter about it. I mean, obviously, I don't go around yelling at people and all that, but I use my art to express how I feel. And so I want to share that doing a one-person show, if anybody's out there, if you choose something that's really close to your heart, I cried for months writing this. Wow. And I didn't know if I was going to get through on stage. I didn't know. I had to just practice the pieces so I wouldn't weep, because I saw them in front of me. Yo las veía. You know, they're all gone. My mom, my grandmothers, and the reader, the Dominican reader that I had for years. And so I want to honor them. And ancestral honoring can be done in so many ways.
Yeah.
Y yo quería honrar, and I wanted to give hope. And I said to my husband, if people cry and they laugh and they question their own lives and they question the patterns in their behavior and their family, and they go, you know what? Just because they've always done it doesn't mean we have to. Then I did my job.
Yes, definitely you did. It was
you.
an amazing show.
Thank you.
And so what will be the message for young Latinas with this one women show?
Thank you for that question. You know, in the show, I start with the story and I pull out the apple, how we've been blamed ever since the Garden of Eden, and how, you know, they've tried to burn us. They did burn us. They burned us. They killed us. They colonized us. They did all these things. We're still here. So the message for young folks is don't give up. It's hard times. I just read you some horrible global news, right? Or national news. We're stronger together, and honor your elders, even if you don't like them, okay? Because we all have a tia that we're like, oh my God, she called me names. We all have an abuela, and you know, sometimes there are abuelas who are really harsh because they went through it.
Yeah.
And so they're mean to you, and you're like, oh my God, why are they mean? It's like, well, because they went through trauma. So look beyond the experience that you had in life with them. Try to find some compassion and forgiveness.
Break the patterns.
Especially because they're already on the other side. You don't have to have people who abuse you in your life. And also try to find forgiveness because it can release you. And the message too is like, just because these are the stories that you experience doesn't mean your story has to be that way. We have the power to rewrite it, even under these difficult conditions. And especially for those things that lie in your heart and keep you awake at night, and the things that move you to tears over and over again, those are little breadcrumbs leading you to your soul. So don't give up and trust your soul and build a community and share your work.
This is a great message.
Thank
you, Vanessa.
Gracias. Well, everyone, thank you so much for being with us today. It's been so deep, so beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what's happening out there, we're still here in Harrisburg, okay? Give it up for Black NewsBeat. Hey, the creators, the team who've been doing this for years, the activities, Black entrepreneurs coming together here, Hispanic entrepreneurs. We need more union. We need more connection. You know, they want us divided. They want, you know, there's the ancestral wound of scapegoating. That's what I call it, how we have to get over it, because it's like, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of years old. We have to stop pointing the finger at each other and point the finger where it needs to be and create unity to break through, because we got this. And so thank you all. Gracias por estar con nosotros. Gracias. Thank you, Black NewsBeat and Mitown Cinema. Yes. Yay!
It
Thank
was really good.
you.
Helen Peguero is a Latina teacher with a specialization in bilingual special education. With a passion for supporting children from immigrant families, she helps them embrace their identities amidst the diverse cultural landscape of the U.S. Her bilingual children's book, Elena and Her Curly Adventures, aims to teach young readers the importance of self-love and acceptance.
Las lágrimas se secaron en mi piel. El amor se fue, pero vuelve a mí. Con cada paso me siento libre al fin. Ahora veo la luz en el horizonte. El amor renace, el corazón responde. Ya no hay dolor, solo esperanza. Un nuevo comienzo, una nueva danza. Tu sonrisa me da paz, me llena el alma. Borrando el pasado, cerrando la calma.